And welcome back for some more soccer action, ladies and gentlemen. You just missed a thriller of a defensive battle that ended with 2 goals in favor of the Lady Indians, picking up a 2-0 win over Southwest. We are just about to get started with the men's match here momentarily. We'll read to you the starters for the visiting Southwest Bears. Number 0, Carson Lee. Number 3, Cooper Powell. Robert Garcia, Joel Bastida, Raul Alegre, Jack Boyd, Jason Cruz, Froylan Texco Rodriguez, Jamie Settles, Justin Ruiz, and Sergio Padin. Those are the starters for the visiting Southwest Bears. And for the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starters for ICC, at keeper William Blake, and then we have Braden Walters, Quint Hosty, Micah King, Elijah Belk, Luke Deersley, Leander Breedenbrooker, Cross Lindsay, Alfredo Guerra, Will Barber, and Nicholas Schulz. And we're about to get started here. And we are underway. So here's Breedenbrooker giving chase right here. Picked up by Schultz. And so here's a look right here for Nicholas Schulz. And strike first right out the gate is Nicholas Schulz. And he will put ICC on top 1-0 early with 43-39. So here on the far side, Micah King will throw it in. So here on this side is ICC. So here's Leander Breedenbrooker right here. And a shot attempt right there by Luke Dearsley goes far left. So here's Southwest with it now. This is Justin Ruiz facing defensive pressure from Shoals. Micah King takes it away momentarily, but Ruiz takes it right back for Southwest. And William Blake will just cradle that in for the save. So here inside the box is a shot. That was a shot attempt by Elijah Belk down there, but will be negated due to penalty. And so Micah King will throw it in for ICC. So that will just roll out of bounds. So here's Luke Dearsley right here for ICC. Sends it to Nicholas Schultz. Quinn Hofste will send it to Cross Lindsay. Lindsay here on the far side. He'll send it up to Alfredo Guerra. Southwest did take it away momentarily, but the Indians are able to get it right back. Here's Schultz here on the far side, send it to Leander Breedenbrooker. Breedenbrooker working his way around defenders, and that will just roll out of bounds. So here's Justin Ruiz right here facing defensive pressure from Schultz. He will pass it to Cooper Powell. Robert Garcia in stride, working his way around the ICC defense. And a nice look right there, deflected by Alfredo Guerra. Raul Alegre's shot was deflected by Alfredo Guerra right there inside the box to keep it a 1-0 advantage for the Indians, with 37-27 remaining in the first half. So this is William Blake, who will send it back out for ICC. And here's Will Barber right here, approaching the box, but taken away by the Bears. This is Joel Bastida. And taken away by Luke Dearsley, passes it to Breedenbrooker. Leander Breedenbrooker, oh, had a nice look right there for Will Barber, but that is taken away by Robert Garcia. So this is Justin Ruiz right here on the near side. And William Blake does a good job of just looking that in and letting the ball go into his mitts for the save. And so we will resume play. This is William Blake's kick up and high. And that will just go out of bounds. I'm not sure if any contact was made. If it was, it is Southwest possession. So here's Cross Lindsay now. After ICC takes away the throw in, sends it to Alfredo Guerra up to the other side, but Sergio Padin will send it over to the near side. This is Justin Ruiz. Padin back to Ruiz. They kicked out of bounds. Last touch by ICC, so Cooper Powell will throw it in for Southwest. So this is so right here on the throw in, it'll just go out of bounds again. So William Blake's kick is on its way, and that will just go out of bounds. So Powell will throw it back in for Southwest. And Quint Hofsty will just kick it out. Possession Southwest. So Powell on the throw in again. And Alfredo trying to kick it away and out of the box. That shot attempt right there by Sergio Padin is a little too high. So here's Micah King now, who will send it up and high for Nicholas Scholes, but that'll just go out of bounds. Cooper Powell will throw it back in for the Bears. Here's Padin. He's going to have to kick it away, and he will send it to Robert Garcia. A Nice job right there by Will Barber to take it away, but Jason Cruz will get it right back for Southwest. Alfredo Guerra takes it right back for the Indians, and he is in stride, going from left to right on your screen. And Elijah Belk, kick is deflected, and it'll go out of bounds. Now Alfredo will throw it in for ICC. And that is taken away by Jamie Settles. ICC working hard to get the possession back. But here is Cooper Powell, who sends it to Sergio Padine. And now just roll out of bounds. Last touch by Leander Breedenbrooker of ICC. Southwest will have possession, and it'll be Powell throwing it back in. Raul Alegre met by defensive pressure by Quint Hofsty. So here is Luke Dearsley, who will send it up and over, but that is taken away by Jason Cruz. Here's Padine right here, who will send it back towards Robert Garcia. And Garcia sends it over to the other side of the field and deflected off a header by Alfredo Guerra. So Jamie Settles here. It is taken away by ICC. This is Braden Walters, who sends it upfield towards Will Barber, but that is taken away by Southwest. Jack Boyd sends it to Padine. This is Ruiz right here. And now roll out of bounds. So Micah King will throw it back in for ICC. And he will send it to Cross Lindsay, who sends it up for Elijah Belk. But that'll get away from the Indians, and the Bears will pick it up. This is Jason Cruz right here, but that is taken away by Belk. Belk sends it up. That was hit off the back of Settles, and Southwest will retake possession, and so will ICC. Fighting back forth over possession are these two squads. But here's Nicholas Schultz in stride, and he's going to pass it off to Leander Breedenbrooker working across. And here's Will Barber right here in the box. And off the mark right there was that shot attempt. So this will set up a corner kick opportunity for ICC. This is Luke Dearsley, who will issue the kick. Kick is up and it's on its way. And it gets over the crowd, and Leander Breedenbrooker chases it down before it rolls out of bounds. Going to try to generate a second chance here. And Carson Lee, the keeper for Southwest, will snatch that shot out of the air. That shot was off the knee of Cross Lindsay. So this is Padine and Breedenbrooker chasing after the soccer ball together. So Jason Cruz will send it over to Robert Garcia. He sends it up to the other side of the field, and over here on the near side is Cooper Powell, and that'll just roll out of bounds. 26:44 and counting remaining in the first half. ICC leads Southwest 1-0. The Indians struck first a little over a minute into the game when Nicholas Schultz fired it into the net to put ICC up 1-0. So here is Micah King now, trying to work around the defenders. He sends it to Quint Hofsty. And ICC is going to have to reset this possession right here with William Blake sending it back out. So this is Micah King in stride here off a Southwest deflection, but the Indians are able to get it right back. So here's Luke Dearsley now, trying to work his way around defenders. Here's Alfredo Guerra gearing up for a kick. Kick is on its way. And here's Nicholas Schultz right here in the box. So this will set up a penalty kick opportunity right here. This is Luke Dearsley who will issue the penalty kick. And kick is on its way, and it goes in. Luke Dearsley puts ICC up 2-0 on a penalty kick. With 24:59 remaining in the first half. So here's ICC working towards goal side. And that kick off the foot of Will Barber will just go far left. We have a pair of substitutions coming into the game for ICC. Leander Bradenbrooker comes out and Frank Rodriguez will replace him. Elijah Bell comes out and Osvaldo Gonzalez comes into the game in his place. Indians up 2-0 over Southwest with 23:40 and counting left in the first half. So this is Robert Garcia with it now. He sends it over to the far side and now just roll out of bounds. Possession ICC. Alfredo will throw it in. So here's Cross now here on the far side. Trying to work his way around defenders. And he will just send it up and high and for Will Barber, but Jamie Settles will get it and throw it back in for Southwest. And we have a substitution coming into the game for Southwest. Duarte comes out and Ivan Martinez comes in his place. So we have a free kick opportunity coming up for Southwest. This is Justin Ruiz who will issue the kick. The kick is on its way and kicked out by Alfredo Guerra. So this is Cooper Powell now who will get it back for Southwest. Ivan Martinez. So Quinn Hofsty will kick it for ICC. Kick is on its way. And he was looking for Osvaldo Gonzalez, but that'll be deflected out by Southwest. Alfredo will throw it in. Trying to connect with Braden Walters, but the ball will get away from him right there. So Carson Lee will send it back out for Southwest to restart possession. So here is Sergio Padin now in stride. He's got Osvaldo Gonzalez following him. He passes it up for Justely. And that is taken away by the Indians. Here's Alfredo Guerra in stride now. And he'll send it up for Frank Rodriguez. But Carson Lee will just scoop that up. So this is Jason Cruz right here. for Southwest, trying to get around the ICC defenders, and he's going to pass it to Sergio Padin. Padin passes it over to Alegre. So here's Justin Ruiz right here, but that is taken away by Scholes. Cooper Powell trying to get around the ICC defense. So with 19:20 left in the first half, ICC up 2-0 over Southwest. ICC struck first a little over a minute into the contest when Nicholas Scholes fired it into the net, and ICC found their second goal with 24:59 remaining in the first half after Luke Dearsley punched it in with a penalty kick. So here's Southwest now approaching goal side. This is Padin trying to get around the ICC defense, and that is taken away by Nicholas Scholes. And here is Scholes in stride right here on the near side, going from left to right on your screen, and that will just roll out of bounds. So Cooper Powell will throw it in for Southwest. He tosses it to Robert Garcia, and Garcia to Jamie Settles. So this is Garcia now, who will send it to Jason Cruz. So Sergio Padin operating the sideline right here, but that is disrupted momentarily by the Indians. And Nicholas Scholes will just swipe it away. And the soccer ball will get away from him. And nice job with a sliding kick right there by Osvaldo Gonzalez to take that away momentarily. Southwest still with possession now with 17-17 remaining in the first half. So here's Nicholas Scholes right here. And he'll send it back towards Quinn Hofsty. And Quinn's just going to have to kick this out of bounds. So Cooper Powell will throw it in for the Bears. Powell's throw on the way. And hit on a header right there. Player down for Southwest, so we're going to take a quick timeout, and we will be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back after that brief timeout. Upcoming for Southwest is a penalty kick opportunity. This is Justin Ruiz who will issue the penalty kick for Southwest. kick is on its way, and it goes off the crossbar. So it'll remain a 2-0 lead for ICC with 15:40 remaining in the first half. So William Blake will send it back out. And here is Leander Breedenbrooker, but that is taken away by Cooper Powell. And so we got Jamie Settles right here. We'll send it over to Robert Garcia. Sergio Padin working around, and that is taken away by Ronaldo Cierna. Cierna sends it over to Vincent Walters. Walters here on the near side. So here's Braden Walters trying to work his way around defenders. And here's Leander Breedenbrooker right here. So this will be number 4, Robert Garcia. And this is Sergio Padin right here. He'll send it to Justin Ruiz. Justin Ruiz working around the far corner. Now go out of bounds. And this will set up a corner kick opportunity for Southwest. This is Justin Ruiz who will issue the kick for the Bears. Kick is on its way and deflected out on a header by Cross Lindsay. Southwest trying to generate a second chance opportunity, but Leander Breedenbrooker kicks it out of the box. And here's Padin trying to get it back towards the box for Southwest. And Jason Cruz will send it towards the far side. So Alfredo will throw it in for ICC. This is Quinn Hofsty right here receiving the throw in. He sends it up towards Ronaldo Cierna. And Cierna giving chase. So here's Robert Garcia here who will send it towards the far side. And Osvaldo Gonzalez will pick it up for ICC. He sends it up to Frank Rodriguez. And who will send it up to Leander Breedenbrooker. Breedenbrooker has a look. And we're going to have stoppage called. So possession will go back to Southwest. This is Sergio Padin. So Padin will kick this, and it's on its way. Deflected out on a header by Vincent Walters, and Padin trying to come up with a second chance opportunity right here, but Micah King will send that out. Southwest still with possession. Braden Walters making it hard for Padine to get anything going. So here on the throw in for Southwest, that is taken away by the Indians. And swipe back up by Southwest. Cooper Powell will send it over to Padine with Osvaldo Gonzalez in defense and taken away by Braden Walters, who sends it up and over towards Frank Rodriguez. But Garcia will take that away for the Bears. And ICC will get it right back. This will set up a free kick opportunity for Southwest. Padine's kick is on its way and snatched up out of the air by William Blake. He looked like a wide receiver out there playing keeper. Nice save right there by William Blake to keep it a 2-0 advantage for ICC with 8:25 remaining in the first half. And so here's Dearsley now. And that's taken away by Southwest. So this is Ruiz trying to work around Scholes. So here it settles here on the far side, and that is taken away by Dearsley. Luke Dearsley will send it up to Leander Breedenbrooker. Here is Leander in stride, but the soccer ball gets away from him for a little bit, and Robert Garcia will take it back for Southwest. So here is Padine with possession, and inside the box is Southwest. So here's Ruiz right here trying to get around ICC defenders with 6:17 remaining in the first half. ICC holding a 2-0 lead over Southwest. So William Blake's kick is up and on its way, and this is Vincent Walters trying to corral the kick, and he will send it back towards Frank Rodriguez's direction. And this is Robert Garcia who takes it away for Southwest, and this is Justin Ruiz. Sends it over to Raul Alegre. And that was sent over to Leon, but that'll just go out of bounds. So here on the throw in is Garcia. And so this is Ruiz, who will send it back over to the far side. And nicely deflected right there by Quinn Hofsty was that shot attempt by Alegre. So here's Jason Cruz trying to work around the ICC defense, but Luke Dearsley will take it away for the Indians. Trying to get with Leander Breedenbrooker in stride. So this is Garcia again. And scrambling back and forth over possession between these two squads. And that will go off the top goal post. So this is Luke Dearsley right here, who will issue the kick with 2:43 remaining in the first half. Dearsley's kick is up and on its way. And a header by Cross Lindsay will just go right. So here's Southwest now trying to get something going here in the closing moments of the first half. ICC leading 2-0 over the Bears. And that is taken away by ICC. Here's Vincent Walters who will dish it to Luke Dearsley, but Robert Garcia will take it right back. Luke Dearsley trying to get it back, and here's Frank Rodriguez now working across, and just a little too left on that shot attempt by Frank Rodriguez. So here is Garcia who will send it to Powell. And this is Sergio Padin. Here in the closing minute of the first half. Ruiz here. Tries to send it up, but they'll just fly out of bounds with 40 seconds left in the first half. ICC leading 2-0 over the Bears of Southwest. This is William Blake who will kick it out for ICC. So kick will go high, and here's Nicholas Scholes right here, and just a little off the mark was that shot attempt right there by Nicholas Scholes. And that will mark the end of the first half. Your score at halftime break, ICC leading 2-0 over Southwest after the first 45 minutes of play here in Fulton. We're going to have a 15-minute halftime, and we'll be back with the second half right after this.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. And save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Join us on Thursday, October the 17th for Homecoming 2024 at Itawamba Community College. Festivities will begin at 4 p.m. in and around the Davis Event Center in Fulton. The football game will kick off at 7 p.m. against the Holmes Bulldogs, and the crowning of the Homecoming Queen and King will be at halftime. Visit letsgoicc.com for the complete homecoming schedule and the full list of honorees for this year's homecoming. That's Homecoming 2024 at Itawamba Community College, Thursday, October the 17th, starting at 4 p.m.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Basketball fans, make your plans to meet the Tribe on Tuesday, October the 22nd at the DEC on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The event will tip off at 7 p.m. and is free to the public. Members of the Lady Indians and Indians basketball teams will be introduced. Teams will compete in a 3-point shootout, and there will be a dunk contest. The night will conclude with a 10-minute scrimmage for both squads. That's ICC Basketball Meet the Tribe on Tuesday, October the 22nd at the Davis Event Center at 7 p.m. Are you a high school senior that has a 24 or higher on their ACT? If so, you're invited to register for ICC's Emerging Scholars Luncheon on Thursday, November the 7th. This exclusive luncheon will take place at the Davis Event Center on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Limited spots are available and they will be filling up fast, so register today at iccms.edu/emerging scholars. Future Indians will have the opportunity to learn about ICC's Honor College, the benefits of being a member of Phi Theta Kappa, and get a better understanding of why at Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Wowza! The 3-meat treat from Little Caesars with delicious bacon, Italian sausage, and pepperoni. For only $8.99, it's also the lowest price in 3-meat pizzas. What's your favorite part about it, Professor Amon-Ra?
Meat plus meat plus meat.
Wow, Professor Amon-Ra, you're a great mathematician.
Mathematician, more like meatmatician.
Oh, my bad. Order the 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Itawamba Community College is proud to present the 2023 ICC All-American Marching Band. Straight from the era that brought us tight-rolled jeans and the CD-ROM, we are thrilled to bring you this year's program, Fright Night. Traveling back in time 41 years, we open our program this evening with the Michael Jackson hit Thriller. And now, the ICC All-American Marching Band. Now hold on to your parachute pants and loudspeakers as the band performs the theme song from the 1985 movie Weird Science, featuring our 2023 Indianette dancers. In 1988, the fantasy horror comedy film Beetlejuice hit the big screen with gnarly reviews. Now we invite you to sit back and chill to the bodacious beats of the theme song from Beetlejuice, featuring the ICC percussion section. pipe in a boombox and turn up the volume for Alice Cooper's Feed My Frankenstein, followed by the epic 1984 theme song for Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Itawamba Community College All-American Band.
And welcome back after the halftime break, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leads Southwest 2-0 after the first 45 minutes of play. I'm doing a little quick scoring summary before we get started with the second half. A little over a minute into the contest, Nicholas Schultz put ICC up on the board first, 1-0. And then with 24:59 remaining in the first half, Luke Dearsley made it 2-0 on a penalty kick. And we are moments away from the start of the second half here in Fulton. And here we go. Padine will send it up and high, and Micah King will take it away for ICC. There's Nicholas Schultz here with a nice move. He sends it up to Leander Breedenbrooker, but Breedenbrooker loses his footing right there for a moment. That is taken away by Southwest's Robert Garcia. Here's Garcia now. And that is taken away by Nicholas Schultz over on the far side. Here's Micah King. And that will just roll out of bounds. So here is Raul Alegre now, who sends it over to Jason Dykes, over to Garcia. So this is Justin Ruiz right here, but that'll just roll out of bounds. And lining up for a corner kick is Justin Ruiz. Kick is on its way and deflected off of a header by Luke Dearsley, and Will Barber will pick it up for ICC. Barber will send it up, but out of bounds. And this is Jason Dykes who will throw it in for the Bears. And here's Cross Lindsay now, and that will go out of bounds. So Jamie Settles will throw it in for Southwest. And Alfredo will kick it away. That is taken away by Elijah Bell just for a moment. Sergio Padin, both Southwest and ICC scrambling over possession right there. And we have some stoppage here. So Jason Dykes will kick it. And this is Luke Dearsley now for ICC. Sends it up, trying to take the top off the defense and trying to connect with Will Barber right here. So this is Padin facing defensive pressure from Breedenbrooker. Sends it up for Jason Cruz, but Micah King is right there with him. So Micah King will throw it back in for ICC here on the throw in. This will set up a kick opportunity for ICC. And a corner kick opportunity coming up for the Indians. This is Luke Dearsley who will issue the kick. Kick is up and it's on its way. And deflected out on a Southwest header. And they will redo the corner kick. Dearsley's kick is up and on its way. And deflected out of the box by Southwest. Braden Brooker connects with Schultz. And a shot attempt right there. Here comes a second chance effort right here by Elijah Belk and Will Barber. Third time's a charm to get goal number 3 for the Indians. With 38:04 remaining, Will Barber puts ICC up 3-0 over Southwest. And so that will set up a free kick opportunity for the Indians. This is Luke Dearsley on the kick. Kick is up. And just over the top of the goal right there. It looks like for a moment Dearsley was about to go top shelf, but instead it will remain 3-0 for the Indians. So here's Nicholas Schultz here. Passes it back to Hofsty, to Lindsay. And so here is Alfredo Guerra in stride. And here's Will Barber right here. Here's Robert Garcia right here, who will pass it to Padine. Padine down all the way to Justin Ruiz. And that is taken away by Braden Walters, who passes it to Luke Dearsley. Here's Elijah Belk now. Back to Dearsley. Scrambling through defenders. And Southwest will take it back. That is broken up by ICC, and the Indians will regain possession. Quinn Hofsty's kick is up and far to the other side of the field. This is Micah King right here, who passes over to Cross Lindsay. And a shot deflected right there by Robert Garcia. So Padine will send it back to Justin Ruiz. Here's Ruiz now. And he will send it to Jack Boyd. Boyd inside the box trying to get around defenders. And that will get away from Boyd, and Dearsley will pick it up for ICC. Sends it over to the other side of the field for Nicholas Schultz, who is in stride. And Cross Lindsay trying to chase that down. He's able to get to it. Sends it across. And Just a little off the mark right there on that shot attempt by Luke Dearsley. So Tate Little's kick will go out of bounds. The possession will go back to ICC. Here's William Blake here, who will send it up towards Scholes. That's deflected on a Southwest header. So here's Luke Dearsley now. He'll send it over to Elijah Belk. Belk in stride right here. And Belk will send it up for Cross Lindsay, but that is taken away by Garcia. We have a player down on the field, so we're going to take a quick timeout. We will be back with more right after this.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
And welcome back after that quick timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see Alfredo Guerra walk off the field on his own power. And this is Nicholas Scholes who takes it away from Southwest, but Garcia will just kick that away from the box and give Southwest possession again. So this is Sergio Padin who sends it up for Justin Ruiz, and the ball almost got away from William Blake right there for a moment. Hernandez came in to try to get a second chance shot, but William Blake is quick enough to fall on top of it. So Micah King will throw it in for ICC. So here's Sergio Padin right here, who passes it off to Robert Garcia. Garcia in stride, sends it up and over, trying to take the top off the defense. This is Orlando Hernandez inside the box. A nice job right there by Caden Smith to kick it out of the box and away from scoring danger. However, Southwest still has possession. This is Tate Little right here. Elijah Belk on defense, and ICC gets the ball back. And it will get away from the Indians, and Carson Lee, the keeper for Southwest, will scoot back up and send it back out for the Bears. And Luke Dearsley will get it right back for the Indians. Here's Dearsley here as they approach the box, but Southwest is able to disrupt that and take it away. This is Raul Alegre here. Approaching the box, but Quint Hofste gives chase. Shot attempt right there is a little off the mark right there by Justin Ruiz. As we approach the 30-minute mark in the second half, ICC leads Southwest 3-0. And William Blake will send it back out for his team. So here is Frank Rodriguez here on the near side. That is taken away by Settles. Taken right back by Luke Dearsley. Here's Dearsley here surveying the defense. He'll send it over to Braden Walters. Walters will send it back to Caden Smith. Smith will send it up towards Frank Rodriguez. But Southwest will send it backwards. Cross Lindsay will send it to Micah King, who sends it to Elijah Belk. And the ball will get away for a moment, and it will just roll out of bounds. So possession restarts for Southwest. This is Jason Cruz. And a sliding block right there by Caden Smith disrupts that momentarily. Possession will stay with Southwest. Soccer ball gets away from Southwest, and ICC is able to get it right back. This is Elijah Belk who sends it up in the direction of Frank Rodriguez. Frank looking for an open shot, but a little off the mark right there. So this is Southwest. We'll restart possession here. Taken away by Elijah Belk, and he'll pass it off to Nicholas Scholes and over to Frank Rodriguez. Who stumbles. This will set up a kick opportunity for ICC. And Luke Dearsley will kick. Dearsley's kick is up and on its way. Hit on a header from Southwest's Jack Boyd. So here's Southwest on the far side of the field. Here's Jusselee, who sends it up to the other side. And Nicholas Scholes will take it right back for ICC. And he will send it up for Frank Rodriguez. And Robert Garcia will send it to Alegre. Here's Jusselee, and that will get away from him. Micah King going to try to chase it down, but he will not get there in time, and possession will stay with Southwest. Here is, that looked like it was going to be a good look right there for Frank Rodriguez, but Carson Lee comes in and will just kick it out of the way. So this is Caden Smith who will throw it in for ICC. And here goes Southwest in stride. This is Padine right here trying to get around Vincent Walters. And he will send it to Justin Ruiz. Caden Smith will kick it out of the box, and it'll go out of bounds. Cooper Powell will throw it back in for the Bears. And that is taken away by Nicholas Scholes. Scholes will send it up for Leander Breedenbrooker over on the far side, going from right to left on your screen. And that is taken away by Robert Garcia. With 22:54 and counting left in the match, the Indians lead 3-0 over Southwest. So here's Braden Walters, who will send it up for Nicholas Scholes. And Nicholas will send it up field for Frank Rodriguez. And here's Scholes here in the box trying to find a window. And that will go out of bounds right there. So here's Jusselee, and that is taken away momentarily, and that is taken away by Elijah Belk. And Sergio Padin will get it right back for Southwest. And nice job right there by William Blake to see that in and come up with a save to keep it a 3-0 advantage for ICC. Blake will kick it up and high, and it'll land near Breedenbrooker and Rodriguez. So here's Nicholas Scholes now, who sends it up to Leander Breedenbrooker, but that is broken up by Robert Garcia, and Garcia will take it back for Southwest. He passes it over to Padin. So here's Hernandez now, who will send it and a header attempt right there by Jamie Settles goes just a little far right. So William Blake will kick it away. And on a header by Frank Rodriguez, and a collision right there. So this will set up a kick opportunity for ICC. This is Vincent Walters on the kick. Kick is up and it's on its way. And that'll go up and over the top of the goal. So Southwest will have possession back. So Braden Walters, will kick it up and high, and it'll land right back with Southwest. Here's Vincent Walters on the takeaway, and he will send it to Leander Breedenbrooker. That is kicked back by Robert Garcia. And Breedenbrooker takes it right back. And Carson Lee will just kick this out of bounds. No, it'll stay in bounds. So here's Braden Walters. He sends it up, and Nicholas Scholes is in pursuit. And a save right there by Carson Lee for Southwest. So here is Jason Cruz right here. So here comes Southwest now. Padin, and shot goes far right. So William Blake will kick it back out to restart play for ICC. So here's Vincent Walters right here trying to take it back, and Osvaldo Gonzalez gives chase, but it'll roll out of bounds. Justely will throw it in for Southwest. And ICC applying defensive pressure against Southwest as we approach the 15-minute mark in the second half. And Aiden Dodge will break that up temporarily. So Quinn Hofsty will kick it, and it's on its way. And Carson Lee will just scoop it up. Now just go out of bounds. ICC possession. So Alfredo will throw it in. Sends it to Vincent Walters and sends it back towards Osvaldo Gonzalez, but Ivan Martinez will take it for Southwest, and he will send it over to Carson Lee to send it back out for the Bears. So we're going to take a quick injury timeout, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
See, now let's go and keep going, keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta
Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it!
and a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1,
Ready.
2.
That's my recipe for magic.
And welcome back after that quick timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see Jason Cruz of Southwest walk off the field on his own power. 3-0 is the advantage for ICC over Southwest with 13:38 remaining. Carson Lee will roll it back out for the Bears. So this is Allegre right here, trying to get it past the ICC defense, but that is taken away by Luke Dearsley. Dearsley will send it to Breedenbrooker, but he is tripped up, but Osvaldo Gonzalez will pick it up for the Indians. another player down on the field, so we are going to take another injury timeout, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Wowza! The three-meat treat from Little Caesars with delicious bacon, Italian sausage, and pepperoni. For only $8.99, it's also the lowest price in three-meat pizzas. What's your favorite part about it, Professor Amon-Ra?
Meat plus meat plus meat.
Wow, Professor Amon-Ra, you're a great mathematician.
Mathematician, more like meatmatician.
Oh, my bad. Order the three-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that quick injury timeout. And Nicholas Scholes, right out the gate, right after the timeout, puts ICC up 4-0. Nicholas picks up his second goal of the afternoon with 12:40 remaining. So play will resume. Here's Southwest here. This is Orlando Hernandez. And this is Caden Powell here, and that'll go out of bounds. So here's Luke Dearsley now, who will send it over to Renardo Sierna. So Aiden Dodge will throw it in for ICC. Throw in on its way. That is disrupted temporarily by Southwest, but Southwest will get it possession. And William Blake will just cradle the ball. So William Blake will send it up and high. So possession will restart for Southwest with 10:37 remaining. ICC leading 4-0 over the Bears. So this will set up a free kick opportunity for ICC. And Luke Dearsley will issue the kick. Kick is on its way. And just about got in right there. And on a second chance, Renaldo Sierna will fire it in for ICC. So play will resume. And that is taken away by the Indians. Here's Sirna. And this will just go out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. Southwest will throw it in here. And out on a header by Aiden Dodge. And so we will resume play here. So Southwest will just kick it back to Carson Lee to restart possession, but here's Caden Smith right here who sends it to Vincent Walters, and Carson Lee will just get it right back and send it back to the Bears. Osvaldo Gonzalez will work horizontally, but it'll go nowhere. So here's Jesselie, who sends it to Martinez. So Hector Marcial will send it to the other side of the field. Caden Smith is giving chase. Carson Lee is able to get it out of the box before Smith's arrival. And there's Alfredo here. And now just roll out of bounds. With 6:40 remaining, ICC leading 5-0 over Southwest. And Osvaldo Gonzalez will take it away. He'll pass it over to Will Brooks and back to Gonzalez. So this is Caden Powell right here, who will send it to Jesselie. And Texco Rodriguez will throw it in. Never mind, it'll be Deuce Jesselie. hit on a header by Vincent Walters. Tesco Rodriguez, excuse me. And that's taken away by Vincent Walters. And Will Brooks is going to chase this down and try to work horizontally, but that'll just go onto the other side. And it'll go out of bounds right there. So with 4.5 minutes to go, Southwest with possession. And this is Rhett Brewer facing defensive pressure from Luke Dearsley. This is Will Brooks passing to Dearsley, back to Brooks. And it'll just roll right to Carson Lee. And Lee will just roll it over to Deuce Jussely. And Vincent Walters will take it away for ICC. So here's Quint Hofsty now facing defensive pressure. And that will just roll out of bounds. And so this is Brian Sanchez over on the far side. So this will set up a free kick opportunity for Southwest. And now just roll out of bounds. And so William Blake will send it back out for ICC with 2:16 to go. So here is Luke Dearsley right here, who will send it over to Caden Smith. So here on a throw in for Southwest. Kicked up and high by Vincent Walters. So here's Southwest now with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. And so Will Brooks will throw it in for ICC. He sends it over to Frank Rodriguez direction. So with 40 seconds to go, Aiden Dodge will throw it in for ICC. And that is out on a header by Southwest. That was Froylan Texco Rodriguez who was out on. And here's Luke Dearsley right here working horizontally Indians trying to get another goal with 10 seconds remaining. And so ICC is going to pick up a 5-0 win over Southwest this afternoon to close out today's soccer doubleheader action. We want to thank you for joining us this afternoon for some soccer action. For Raphael Henry, Adam Gore, Casey Smith, I'm Cal Brown saying so long, and as always, Roll Tribe.